Which colors are going to be the best in Aetherdrift Limited? Hey, welcome to Cardboard Castle. This is episode 2 of spoiler season. All the cards of Aetherdrift are out.
Yeah, since today actually, since day of recording.
Since this day of recording.
We're gonna go over which cards work best in Limited.
We're gonna look a bit at the color combinations that work for your pre-release, see what colors that work the best together, what have the synergies, which ones are the strongest.
Limited in general. It should be good in draft, it should be good in pre-release, sealed events.
We're gonna go, but the first color pair is white-green counters.
Yeah, white-green counters, that's the Alcarian Quick Beast racing team. These colors, white-green, they have a lot of synergies with counters. Some cards that just duplicate counters, there's cards that do something special when counters are coming in, or you get a saddle and then counters, get placed.
It's a really strong combo, these two, because if you get them both on the field, one puts counters and the other doubles. It's
a huge synergy.
Yeah,
right.
Well, you've convinced me. I'm gonna run Selesnya on my next draft with Aetherdrift.
Selesnya, you open only black.
So Selesnya is normally not the strongest color in most sets.
No, because it really relies on each other. No,
white on its own can be really strong because you can get go white, white weenie decks or whatever.
White can go white.
White can go white. No, and green on its own is also very strong because you can have really powerful creatures, but they kind of nerf each other out.
White also has some good removal usually. There's a very good combo there.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's still a draft or sealed. It's a general theme you can go for, but that doesn't mean you don't have very powerful green cards, right?
Yeah.
Like for instance, Thunderous Velocipede, which is, kind of a green card, but fits really well in the combo, right?
And there's also...
This is a good example of a card that, it's not very Selesnya, but it fits really good in the deck. If you have another green bomb or a white bomb, you can just
sit on the field
for basically
I even think
mana.
this card could be played in Standard even.
It's possible.
I know we're talking Limited.
I see this being played in Commander as well.
This card is really, really strong in any format. If I see this in a draft, I would definitely go, depending on the pack of course, but I would definitely pick this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a 4 mana cost for a 1/2, but being able to next turn cheat a card on the field, that's a pretty big threat.
It's a threat.
Yeah. And then you get the cute little doggy though.
Yeah, this district mascot, it's kind of a removal, right?
In a heavy vehicle based, because it destroys artifacts, right?
In general, there's a lot of artifacts.
Yeah. Having something that can remove artifact removal for this cheap, even puts a body on the field.
Yeah.
Yeah. So white-green.
I think it's gonna be one of the stronger combos.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Yeah.
And district mascot is good boy.
Is it? So then there's Blue-Red Aggro.
So Blue-Red Aggro is gonna be the Gearhulks racing team. It revolves around discarding to get triggers going.
Yeah, that really works well in Limited because you want to cycle through your deck.
Cycle through your deck, get the good cards out.
Get your bomb on the field and just overpower.
Cycle through it. You want to get to the big cards and just kill them fast.
To kill them fast, yeah.
You should be able to end a game in turn 6 or something.
I think these games are going to be short-lived. The whole start your engines mechanic.
Yeah, so there's a lot of good triggers for the discards, like Magma-Kin Artillerist. Yeah. Right, if you can do 1 damage each turn, it'll get your speed going.
You get your speed going. You get your engines going. Vroom, vroom. Yeah, no, that's very true. Yeah,
it's a really good card.
Yeah, that really works with the start your engine mechanic really well. It triggers it.
Definitely. And then if you look at Captain Howler, it's a card draw engine.
So good,
right?
yeah.
If you're attacking and then before damage you do
a discard deck going and you have this on the field. I mean, 4 mana, that's very, very viable.
It can go really hard.
And it's a solid body, This card is really, really strong.
Still imagine you get a lot of good aggro red cards, going in the deck. Some more blue, a little bit slower, maybe some card draw, maybe some counters.
Yeah.
There's actually a really good diversion unit. It says, sacrifice this creature, counter target instant or sorcery spell unless this controller pays 3. For 2 mana, it's a 2/1 fly-in. It's really good as well.
That's that's good. Right. Yeah, blue-red aggro.
You can go both aggressive and some defense.
Also, this card, the boosted sloop. I saw this card. This is bonkers, dude. This is whenever you attack, draw a card, and this card. I mean, you cycle constantly, and it's
that triggers directly with the Captain Howler.
Yeah.
Right? Because when you attack, you get to discard, you do 2 damage, it directly for the captain.
It's an instant combo, yeah.
You attack, you
Yeah.
instantly trigger
Crew 1 as
your
well,
captain.
which is cheap.
It's really cheap, right?
Yeah.
If you get like one of the 1/1
Yeah.
red dudes out there,
Or like a token fly or whatever, a
anything,
top there.
right? But then you attack.
Yeah.
You instantly get to discard. Target a creature, give him +2/+0.
Becomes a 5/3.
If he does player damage, you get to draw another card, which means you had to draw 2 cards this turn. This can ramp up really hard.
Yeah, but also getting rid of your entire goddamn hand.
Oh yeah. You don't need to do the damage, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's a lot of damage
But
coming in.
it's a flyer though, right? It's menace.
Booster Sloop has menace.
It's not a flyer.
It
Yeah,
looks
and
like a flyer. It's in the air. What the?
it's a flying ship, I thought.
It's a crashing.
Yeah, it's definitely crashing.
Another cool combo is green, red, blue. It's Goblin Rocketeers and Aether Rangers. Very strong, like exhaust deck because you get some ramp from the green, but you still have the exhaust from the red, basically.
Cards like Boom Scholar.
That's mostly a 3/3 for 3, and your exhaust abilities are 2 cheaper, which
Yeah.
is huge. Certain cards, when you play them,
Yeah.
they do something when you exhaust,
Yeah.
right? Rangers Aether Hive.
Oh yeah.
It says whenever you activate an exhaust,
Yeah.
you get a 1/1 Topter, right? So you want to make sure if you have like activated abilities that pair well with exhaust, that you haven't like tapped out your exhausts before.
You gotta sequence your cards properly.
You gotta sequence them properly. You gotta wait for the right time.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but Rangers Aether Hive is indeed something that really works well with the exhaust if you have an exhaust deck. That card, if you have some Topters on the field, it can crew itself and you can start swinging with the 3/5. You know, that is...
It's a strong card. 3 mana, 3/5. Vigilance.
That just keeps... That's a train that doesn't stop going. And then the Citra Varma Mass Racer, dude...
You gotta read it twice to actually grasp like, what it does.
So what it does is you put for X and 2 green and a blue, you get to put X +1/+1 counters on Sita Varma, and then you may have the base power and toughness of each other creature you control become equal to Sita Varma's power until the end of turn.
If you exhaust Sita for X = 1,
Yeah.
it becomes a 3/4,
A 3/4.
which means like for instance, if you have a 1/1 Topter,
Yeah.
it becomes a
3/4.
3/4.
Yeah, that's really strong. So in combo with Rangers Aether Hive,
it can work. And if you combine it with the Boom Scholar, it also costs 2 less, which is, you know, it synergizes so well. The exhaust abilities are just so powerful if you combine them
so you
together.
can splash some at splash blue, I guess,
I'd splash a little bit of blue or maybe green. It really depends on what you open.
on your packs, obviously.
Yeah. The cool thing about the Gruul part is the ramp up, right? Green has some ramp.
It has.
You can get your exhaust going maybe a little bit faster.
Yeah.
You can get ahead a little bit faster.
Yeah.
It also has cards
You can
like...
ramp it and the payoff is really good. Yeah.
These are the colors I think, personally, that will stand out in Limited.
Yeah, those will be the ones that you get the most bang for your buck.
Yep.
If you get to pick them,
You get to pick, obviously.
Yeah, in draft.
Doesn't mean that the other colors are bad.
No.
Doesn't mean that the colors
Definitely
are bad. If the other colors are open, just go for those colors.
Yeah.
It's possible that people are going for something specific because they think it's really good.
Yeah.
Stay away from it.
Yeah, but if you get these colors and good cards with them, I think you might be, you know, overthrowing the competition in your local list. There's some other cards we've seen as well, like the Gearhulks.
They're very powerful.
Yeah, so those are the ones, the mastodons that stand out. I don't know if we're gonna be able to play them even limited, you know.
They're a little bit expensive, but I think they're very playable.
Yeah, some of them may more than others, right?
Some of them more than others. I think the four mana cost ones are going to be the most playable in Limited specifically.
Yeah, I think the white-blue one might be the one that gets the most play. Your favorite?
My favorite is probably the Oil Deep Gearhulk.
The Oil Deep? Not the Bright Crash Gearhulk?
Bright Crash Gearhulk?
Bright Crash Gearhulk. It's like a temple.
It's very strong as well, right?
I see it very playable in your white-green counter token Doko deck.
It could work. It could work, especially if you have mana value 1 cards that you want to look for. Right?
Yeah, if you get the Doggo.
The Doggo.
You can get the Corgi with it.
You get the Corgi, yeah.
No, so these are the Gearhulks. I think they're really cool. They seem really strong. They're like the... This is what we think of Aetherdrift Kaladesh Revolve. Coming to you soon in a store. What do you think? Leave a comment on our video.
And subscribe.
Subscribe video today. Thanks for watching this video. This was Soupcat with Hippolyte next to me. This was Cardboard Castle, and subscribe him.
It's a Topter sound.